From Minute Maid Park in Houston, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Houston Astros. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Hunter Brown. What do you got on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Ready to go? Here's the veteran outfielder, Travis Jankowski. And a bunt towards third. And foul ball.
107.
Yeah, there's a ball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And another ball. Packed house here at Minute Maid.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And a pitch. Struck him out without a swing. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. And now, Evan Carter. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that chance handled. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Corey Seager, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Two out, space is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Righty delivers. Pitch misses there. 3-2 now. Josh Young to bat next. The wide to kick the pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Josh Young in the box now. No balls and a strike. Righty to the plate. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Jones on to first, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Now here come the Astros, no score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill today, it's Walker Buehler.
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
That one finds the zone, and a count 1-1. And a foul ball. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Over to Lowe. One gone, bottom half of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
Jeremy Pena, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
And now it's 1-2.
Ball upstairs.
Center field. Taveras makes a nice running catch.
Batting 3rd, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's some real power at the plate. Yordan Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Alvarez checks his swing. Appeal down to 3rd. He did not go around. Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Breaks his bat and pops it up. And that will end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. And a pitch. That clips the corner. The atmosphere around postseason baseball, there really isn't anything like it in the sport. It's the time of year where the rally towels come out and the crowd energy gets cranked up even higher. New pitcher now, J.P. France.
Number 68, J.P. France.
Oh, 1 now. Now a check swing, but he held up.
You look up in the stands in games like this, you just see a giant mass of color. Everything just blurs together, and it can be hard as a player not to get distracted by that kind of energy.
And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Leody Taveras. There's a strike.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
That just misses. And it's a ball and a strike. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. He's in there.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Next is the designated hitter, Jared Walsh. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. You'll want right through there for a strike. And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Run scores easily, and the Rangers strike first. It's 1-0. To second, pulls him off the bag.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
So the batting order turns over, and stepping in is the speedy Travis Jankowski. There's a strike. Runner at second, 2 down here in game 2. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Kicks and deals. Got him looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Rangers 1 and the Astros 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Kyle Tucker. Buehler back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
High fly ball, right field. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Alex.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Slider misses outside. Home team down a run. And we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And that one pulled foul. The pitch. Fought off foul.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Struck him out looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Yainer Diaz.
So up next, Yainer Diaz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Jose Abreu up to hit. Just missed.
Ball 1, no
Diaz, the runner at first with 2 gone. And now it's even up. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a base hit. Throw in Holtz, the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The center fielder.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 2 on with 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Chas McCormick.
Ball 1.
And takes low for ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a good eye there.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
At the belt and fires. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. 2 on, 2 outs.
That's ball
Off the
3.
mark there. Now 3-1. Joey Gallo would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. The pitch. Check swing went around, and now it's 3-2. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if you can find some open grass in the outfield.
Duran. Third out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Rangers 1 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, now the left fielder, Evan Carter.
Evan Carter.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And here it comes. On the ground right side, Jolks. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Rangers, the shortstop, Corey.
Now it's Corey Seager. He reached on a walk his first time. Seager measures 6 feet 4 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Young stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next one in the dirt.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
There's the strike. Left field, way back there. Alvarez raging back towards the wall and brings it in at the wall. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Joey Gallo. And Chris, probably no other player better represents present-day baseball than this guy. A lot of power, a lot of strikeouts, and some walks. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Really important for the pitcher to not get proud, stay with the scouting report, and don't.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Cut off, throw to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Here's the second baseman, Corey Jolks. He's 0 for 1. And a strike in there. Next pitch is downstairs. Man at second. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
First and second, no outs. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
The Rangers leading by a run here in the last half of the third. Out towards left center. Sizing this one up. Brings it in.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 1 so far.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Just missed.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And the 1-0. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Two on, 1 out. That misses the zone. 3-0. Kyle Tucker waiting to hit for Houston. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. And that one fouled off. Gallo at third. Jolks at second. Alvarez at first. 1 gone. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
We're in the second game of this division series. And now Nathaniel Lowe as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Swings through that one for strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got him swinging. Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. Flied to right his first time. That misses. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Ripped on a line. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So next to hit for Texas, Leody Taveras. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That's a little bit low. Kicks and fires. That one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. He goes down looking. 1-2-3 go the Rangers, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Minute Maid Park, and now it's Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And a pitch. Misses inside. Ball one. And that clips the inside corner. There's a strike.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
That misses. 2-2. Got it by him for the K.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Yainer Diaz now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Gets the call, and it's 0-1. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball left side. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Now a chance for Jose Abreu. And that one missing low. The pitch. And that's outside.
Ball 2.
Next pitch is outside. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And there's the automatic.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 4. It's the Rangers 1 and the Astros nothing. And we're back. Top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Jared Walsh. The right-hander back to work. And that one fouled off. Right-handed reliever. Strike 2. The Astros have some action in their pen. Jose Urquidy preparing to come on if needed. McCullers getting loose as well. And the righty deals. And that one a little bit high.
It's a good take.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Got him. And now 1 away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And it's fouled away. Next offering is down low. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Drifts towards it. 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 16, Travis Jankowski.
Back to the top of the lineup, Travis Jankowski getting ready to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Back here in Houston, and now the center fielder, Chas McCormick. Buehler back to work. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. John Gray up and loosening in the pen. Lorenzen also throwing. Next pitch is outside. And a base hit on the line. Off to a good start with a leadoff down.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Joey Gallo steps to the plate. Doubled his first time up. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. McCormick gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Off the mark there. The count now 2-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up to 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Corey Julks up next for the Astros. 1 for 2. And the slider just misses. That's off the mark. Now 2-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And now 2-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
The 2-1. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
The Astros trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5. In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Three-2. On the ground to the left. Fires to second for 1. On to low. It's a double play.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Top of the 6th inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Evan Carter. The wide to kick the pitch. Carter in his second season, just 21 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2020. The pitch. Good eye right there. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker makes the grab. 1 down. And here's Corey Seager to hit. A strikeout and a walk. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. One down, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. And forget it. His 2nd home run of the series, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Here's Josh Young. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing, no appeal.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Just missed. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Okay.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Rangers pick up a run here on the solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. And the pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Throws to second. Save.
That right there is a ball that's got to be caught. I think he just took a bad angle to it. It gets down, and it ends up being a double.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And downstairs.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Righty to the plate. And fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And a pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
And a pitch. That one misses. And the count's full. Kyle Tucker in the on-deck circle. Pena leads off second with nobody out. In the air out towards right center. Tavares settles under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Walker Buehler will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. New pitcher on now, John Gray.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Here's Alex Bregman. And he swings and misses at the initial offer. Two outs. Misses outside, and it's 1-1. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Joe Kelly, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Means warming up as well. The 1-1. And another ball. Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out.
And he gets Bregman. Huge strikeout there. One left for Houston. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Penn Murphy.
Penn Murphy.
So digging in, Ezekiel Duran.
The second baseman, Ezekiel Duran.
And here it comes. And that one off the outside edge. That misses the zone. Yeah, that's ball 2.
2-0.
Kicks and deals. That one missed. Now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That's in for a strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
And down on strikes he goes. And 1 out now.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Taveras stands in now and watches strike 1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 0-2 now. That one ripped. That's back. And it's out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add on. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jared Walsh. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the late stages of game 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Now it's 3-2. Righty delivers, and there's ball 4.
That's up.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Rafael Montero.
Rafael Montero.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jonah Heim. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And here is Travis Jankowski. There's the strike at the knees. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Bunting for a hit, and it goes just foul. Gonna count 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings and misses, and 2 away now.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Carter now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. The wind of the pitch. Towards first, and that one handled. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back here at Minute Maid Park, bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. The pitch. There's a strike.
Well, these Astros finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Abreu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Bounce to the left side. Young. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, the center fielder, Chad McCormick.
2 outs, base is empty. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Hit hard, that gets through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's Joey Gallo. And there's a strike. Two outs. Late on that fastball.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that one almost got him. The 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So the Astros lead 1. It's 5-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Seth Martinez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rangers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Kicks and fires. That one drifts inside.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And another ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one finds the zone. 3-2 now. To the right side. Jolks. Fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Young.
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 3. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Josh Hader, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just off the outside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. One down, base is empty. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. A massive home run. His second homer of this series, and they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. In the air, left field. Alvarez heads towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to.
Jose Urquidy taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Up next for the Rangers, Leody Taveras. He's already homered here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. Hits the fence. Durant around third. He will score. It's 7-0. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down. Jared Walsh stepping in for the Rangers. And that's outside. Ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a foul straight back. And the right-hander deals.
Ball.
Inside, just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now the catcher for the Rangers, Jonah Heim. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, but maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
And he deals. That misses. And the count is 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Taveras on second. Walsh on at first with 2 down. Ripped into right field, base hit. Now a long throw home. But it's offline. It's 8-0.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. You put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right.
So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. And the batter now, Travis Jankowski. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rangers 8 and the Astros nothing. Back here in Houston, and now Corey
The
Jolts.
second baseman, Corey Jolts.
Gray back to work. That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1.
1's the count.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Line drive, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Jeremy.
Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. That's ripped, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Yordan.
Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
2 on with 1 out. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
1-0.
That misses the zone. 1-0. Two on, 1 out. In the air, left side. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Now a screamer into the outfield. Taveras racing over to make the catch.
Third baseman, number 2, Alan Bregman.
Alex Bregman up next for the Astros. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's way outside. Now 1-2. In the air, right field. And that is that. 2 left for the Astros, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. All set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. And the pitch. Hader, multi-time All-Star. He features a 2-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Ryan Presley appears to be getting loose. Here's the 0-1. And ball 1.
1-1.
That one missed.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Left-hand batter waits. That one is absolutely belted. McCormick going back. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Got a pretty ugly offer going into this game up until that at bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
So a man aboard. Seager stands in now. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a pitch. The shortstop takes the ball. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Next to bat, the Texas cleanup hitter, Josh Young. Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically, his fastball is labeled as a sinker. And now the lefty swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Carter, the runner at second with 1 away. And a base hit up the middle. Around third. He scores. It's 9-0.
Now batting, the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
So here comes Ryan Presley to the mound.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
So up next, Nathaniel Lowe. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout.
Nope, that's
Just
a ball.
missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
The pitch. And another ball. Foul ball there. Righty to the plate.
Ball, that's out.
Right through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
3-2 now. On the ground. Base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back singles. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Breaking ball through there for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. There's a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. And down on strikes. That's the second out.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
So first and second with 2 outs. Next up for Texas, Leody Taveras. Ball 1 there. Two on, 2 outs. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Next offering is in for a strike. First and second, 2 down. That misses the zone. 2-2. Two outs. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Rangers 9 and the Astros nothing. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz. And the right-hander back to work. A little bit high, and it's 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Outside.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2 now. That's a little bit low. The wind of the pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Bogey found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Abreu, the next to hit, takes outside. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 1-1. And another ball. The Rangers up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And Abreu swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The 2-2. And delivers outside. Right side. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And the batter now, Chas McCormick. Inside, just missed. The Astros with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Now 1-1. And another ball. And the righty deals. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 3. That one ripped, but foul. And here it comes. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Forget it. He'll circle the bases. It's 9-3.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Josh Spores.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Joey Gallo up next for the Astros. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. And a pitch. Swing and a foul straight back. That one off the mark, and it's 2-1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a great pitch for pitchers to finish hitters off. They're trying to stay back with 2 strikes, make sure that they can handle something off speed, and just with good spin rate, good rotation through the zone, elevate it a little bit, get a lot of swings and misses, and that's a really nice job right there.
One down, base is empty. And strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Pena in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next one misses. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base knock, center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Yordan Alvarez will hit next. On the corner for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. Pena off of first with 2 away. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. Second home run of the inning for them, and they cut into the lead. It's 9-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Tyler Mahle.
Now pitching for the Rangers, number 51, Tyler Mahle.
So 2 away with nobody on. Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
The Astros down to their final strike. That's down and in.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Lined into left center, base hit.
I'm sure that feels pretty good after going hitless in this one so far. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
He swings and fouls one off. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that'll do it. Ball game. The Rangers slug their way to a win in this one.
This team is riding pretty high right now, and you can tell the home team pretty confused as to why they're not getting it done. But it's a huge tone setter when you can take the first 2 games of a series, especially on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up at home.
Our final score here, 9-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers, 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 7 runners on base. For the Astros, 5 runs on 14 hits. No errors, they left 11 runners on base.